guys, welcome back. So we'll be playing Hero Book 1, Chapter 3. A few days after the Prism Gate incident, life in Northbridge goes back to normal. For everyone but you, that is. Of course, because we're now a new superhero, so of course life is not going to be normal. Unfortunately, because superheroes and villains never rest. Hero Volume 1. Chapter 3, Back to Formula. It's Monday morning and you're late for the train as usual. Come on, don't leave without me. Again, you reach the platform just as the train pulls out of the station, leaving you panting in its wake. Crap. Wait a second, I've got a better way to get to work on time. Yes, fly. Fly! You dug into a deserted alleyway, making sure no one's watching, and rocket up into the sky. Ooh. Woohoo! You shake out towards Prescott Tower, quickly outpacing the train. I like to see my jury get to work this fast. Just then your phone buzzes with the incoming call and you answer it. Hey, Poppy. Riley, where are you? What's all that noise? I'm in the air. It's pretty windy where I am. How come it's so mild today? Not up here. My God, are you flying to work? That's so cool. Dax is not going to be happy when he hears about this. Oh yeah, why wouldn't he be? That's why you're not going to tell him. Why wouldn't he be? You heard what he said the other day. He's worried someone might see you. Yeah, that's true. Oh, come on. No one's going to see me up here. It's totally... Ugh. You swore to avoid a passing pigeon and accidentally drop your phone. Uh-oh. No, get it. You dive after your phone, snatch it out of the air just as it reaches terminal velocity. Riley, hello? Sorry, I almost hit a bird, then I dropped my phone. It was a whole thing. You scared me out today. You have to be more careful. Sorry, Mom. Very funny. You know I'm starting to think flying and talking is really your strong suit. Are you trying to get rid of me? Just trying to keep you alive. Say hi to Grayson for me. Are you sure you wouldn't rather have me say hi to Dax? Oh, shucks. Why don't you just focus on not killing any birds while you're up there? I'll do my best. Talk to you later, Poppy. You hang up the phone and slip your phone back into your pocket just as you reach Prescott Industries. You touch down another alleyway and step out into the dazzling sunlight. Prescott Tower is shining before you. Right on time. Construction crews move across the surface of the building's facade, replacing shattered glass windows or broken support beams. Looks like the repairs are still underway. You cross the courtyard and step on through the remains of the building's front doors. You walk into the lobby to find a swarming with more construction workers overseen by Celeste and Grayson Prescott. Well, if it isn't our miracle survivor. Hey Riley, how are you feeling? Great actually. Grayson tells me that you flat out refuse to take any time off of work. Is that true? Well, should I say yes, that's true, so I'm here, aren't I? Oh my goodness. I really want to be sassy, but I don't want to, like, piss him off, and then Grayson's all like, I have to say, I'm impressed. You remind me of myself when I was your age. Stubborn as a mullah, far too eager to prove myself. Oh, well, Relax, Kim, I'm just teasing you. Besides, look where it got me. Celeste gestures out the wreckage of the Prescott Industry lobby, his arms spread wide. Millions of dollars worth of damage in a front-page article in the Northbridge Gazette, declaring me a threat to public safety. Well, they kind of have a point. There's no such thing as bad publicity, right? Am I right? Took the words right out of my mouth. See, Grayson Riley knows the score. Sure, but I still think we have a debt to the community. People could have gotten seriously hurt. Riley almost did. My son, the humanitarian, you know what they say. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. It's a good thing you got a tough shell, Riley. Yeah, I guess so. Besides, now we have an opportunity to reinvent ourselves, to rebuild bigger and better than ever. Celeste directs his last proclamation at the construction crews, with cheer and applause in response. Don't you think we should be focused on community outreach right now? So long as we're not reinventing ourselves, why not do something to get back to the city? We will, Grayson. We'll move forward with the base redevelopment initiative, as discussed. That's not exactly what I had in mind. We'll talk about it later. Riley just got out of the hospital. The last thing he needs is more stress. Wow, thanks. Now if you'll both excuse me, I've got a full day ahead of me. The future is going to invent itself. Celeste Prescott waves over his shoulder and strides out towards the elevator, leaving you and Grace in an uncomfortable silence. You okay? Not exactly. My dad's been like this ever since the gala. Like what? Evasive for one thing. He refuses to talk about what happened that night. He almost got shot and his life's works nearly destroyed the city, and yet all he could talk about was the future. I don't know, Ron. I'm worried about him, and I'm worried about this company. What do you mean? After last Friday, morale isn't exactly at its peak. It's time for us to regroup and support each other. Why don't you check in with the different departments, see if anyone needs anything? Sure thing. And while you're at it, maybe try to get an idea of what exactly happened the other night. I don't know about you, but I definitely have some lingering questions. I'll see what I can turn up. Thanks, Riley, and come find me when you're done, okay? I think I found a way to invest in Bayside without displacing residents. I'm going to head over there to look at some real estate later, and I'd love to get your thoughts on what I have planned. Sure, I'm looking forward to it. Great, me too. As Grayson steps to the elevator, you set out towards Santiago's office to check in. Santiago barely looks up from his bank of security monitors as you walk in. Hey, Riley, need something? Just checking in, you okay? You seem kinda down. Santiago sighs heavily and turns away from the glowing screens. You could say that, sure. By the way, how about the gala? What's your fault? We all make mistakes. Not like this. As far as incompetence goes, I say I'm in a league of my own. So what, you're just gonna sit in here feeling sorry for yourself? What else is there to do? I tried to quit, but Celeste won't accept my resignation. Well, that should tell you all you need to know. He obviously hasn't given up on you. So why are you so ready to throw in the towel? Santiago sighs heavily and turns to face you. Look, Riley, I appreciate what you're trying to do. Really, I do. But this isn't something you can fix with pep talk. Oh. Well, I'm here if you want to talk. Sorry for trying, I guess. No, I'm here. Thanks, Riley. That's good to know. Of course, see you around, Santiago. Yeah, sure thing. You leave the security office and head to the engineering department where Dax greets you with a broad grin. Hey, Riley, what brings you here? Grace wants me to check in with the different departments to see how morale is after the whole giant science explosion thing. I imagine your spirits are pretty low around here, huh? Honestly, not at all. This is what science looks like. A bunch of costly mistakes. And finally, a solution. Celeste Prescott knows that better than anyone. But I have to admit, this mistake turned out to be a lot more costly than usual. Yeah, I feel like it's all my fault. At least I got some cool powers. At least I got some cool powers. I'll call that a net positive, personally. Speaking of which, Poppy tells me you flew to work today. I knew she'd rat me out. I suppose you're going to tell me to be more discreet? Well, yeah, I am. Do you have any idea what will happen if people find out about, well, you? They agree that all flying to work is awesome? Heck no. Have you never read any superhero comics? Not quite. The entirety of human history has been one continuous arms race, Riley. Ever since the first caveman picked up a club and killed the second caveman. And as far as last Friday, you're both the caveman and the club. Okay, that metaphor may have gone away from me. But you get my point. There are bad people out there, Riley, and they want power. And like it or not, you are power. So, what would you have me do? Just never use my abilities ever? If I hadn't used my super strength that night at the gala, you and Poppy would be getting scraped off the lobby floor as you speak, I know. I'm not saying you can't use your powers. I'm just saying you have to make sure no one finds out who you are. Time for a disguise. What difference does that make? No matter how strong you are, the people close to you are only human, and you can bet anyone who wants to control you will target them first. Okay, point taken, but how do I make sure no one finds out who I am? Disguise! Disguise! Simple. You wear a mask. Now come on, Dax, you're acting like I'm some kind of... Just in your phone charts with a schedule reminder. Look, I better get going. I have a lot of... Wait, there's something I want to give you. Dax hands you a small earpiece and a metallic wristband with a glossy screen. What's this, some kind of smartwatch or something? Oh, it's much more than that. You're looking at our proprietary Prescott Industries communications tech. you're going to be making calls from the lower stratosphere, a consumer's phone probably not the way to go. Yeah, I nearly dropped mine this morning. That would have been bad. Exactly. Plus, you can use the wristband to send and receive videos. Pretty sweet, huh? The screen of your wristband suddenly glows with the image of Papa, and her voice sounds clearly in your earpiece. Hey, Riley. Hey, how do you already have one of these? Dex had it delivered this morning so we could surprise you. I see, so you two are talking a lot. Should you really be hanging out? You two are talking a lot. Just a little. Turns out we have a lot in common. I mean, I don't know anyone else whose friend has superpowers. I see. Well, I better get going. I've got a lot of work left to take care of today. Ooh, can you give me a tour of your office or Grace's office, the cafeteria, or... Dax, how do I turn this off? Here, I'll show you. Sorry, Poppy. Hey, don't you dare! Peace and quiet. See you later, Dax. Wait, just promise me you'll be careful and stay out of trouble, okay? At least until we get you a proper disguise or something. Yes. Sure, I promise. Thanks, Riley. I'll see you later. Leave the engineering lab. I find Majuri pacing the lobby in a huff. Hey, Majuri. Oh, hello, Riley. Shouldn't you be in the hospital or something? I got better. If you say so, what do you want anyway? Grayson sent me to check up on you. How's everything going? Do you need any help? Yeah, I need you to tell Grayson I've got enough on my plate without having to babysit you. Listen, like or not, I'm here to help, so let me help. What the hell is your problem? No, I'm here to help. Now, is there any way I could be useful to you anyway at all? Majuri fronts her hands distractedly through her hair. Not unless you could find some way to get my engagement ring out from under this rubble. Majuri points to a pile of shattered concrete at the base of a support column. Your engagement ring? You're engaged? Is that really so unbelievable? I'm a take charge, no nonsense woman with high standards and salary to match. Who wouldn't want a piece of this? You're being a little conceited right now. Forget it. Don't answer that. In any case, I lost my ring in the kerfuffle last Friday, and the renovation crews haven't made the time to recover it. Apparently, restoring the building's structural integrity is a high priority. I mean, that kind of makes sense. I didn't ask for your opinion, Riley, and I don't need your help either. There's obviously nothing you can do about this. I wouldn't be so sure about that. You walk over to the pile of rubble and get a good grip on the big piece of concrete. You think you could shit that? You're even dumber than I thought. I should make it look easy, make it look hard. Ooh. Because we're not supposed to be showing off our power. You know what? F it. With one smooth, effortless motion, you lift the concrete slab out the top of the heap and set it gently on the floor. Excuse me. What the hell? See, no problem. Why are you, some kind of mutant or something? Yeah, I came from the X-Men's. Just a guy who spends too much time at the gym. I looked down, missed a scattered piece of stone, and spot a glimmer of gold. Hey, I think I found your ring. You pluck it out and hand it to Majuri, who quickly slides it back on her finger. Thank you, Riley. I appreciate it. You're welcome. Well, what are you hanging around for? I'm sure we both have plenty of work to do. Right, totally. I'll get out of your hair. You leave Majuri in the lobby to take the elevator up to Grayson's office. Hey, Riley, ready to head out? Ready whenever you are. Great, I'll drive. Need some alone time. So you're sitting shotgun as Grayson navigates the afternoon traffic of downtown Northbridge. Honestly, I'll never understand why you don't just get a chauffeur. There are some things a man has to do for himself, Riley. At least that's what my dad would say. I just like driving. Another driver cuts Grayson off and honks his horn loudly, making a rude gesture out the window. Is he flicking me off? I can see why. So how'd it go today? How's everyone doing? Well, Dax is pragmatic as ever, says this is all part of the scientific process. Majuri is well, Majuri, no surprise there. Santiago was feeling pretty down, though. Ah, that's too bad. Do you think he's going to be okay? I think so. He just needs some time. I suppose we all do, huh? A short while later, Grayson pulls up to the curb in a rougher part of town and parks the car. Well, here we are. Ever been to Bayside before? Nope, never. It's one of the oldest neighborhoods in Northbridge. In the early 1900s, this district was home to most of the city's steel workers, including my great-grandparents. Really? Really, my family wasn't always wealthy, you know. That's hard to imagine. So what property did you want to look at? That one right over there. You cross across the street and stand outside a rundown cabaret. Crooked neon letters spell out the grand against a faded exterior. What do you think? Wow, it's charming. It could use some words and stuff. It could use some work. All it needs is some repairs and a fresh coat of paint. That's the plan. I know it doesn't look like much now, but this place used to be world famous. Really? Yeah, people came from all over to see the shows of the Grand. It hosted some of the best singers and entertainers of the 20th century. I'm hoping that by restoring this old place, I can help the neighborhood get back on its feet without tearing it down and building a bunch of skyscrapers. So what are you going to do with the place? You don't see many cabarets these days. That's true, unfortunately. I was thinking of converting the place to a nightclub with the old-fashioned cabaret theme. Oh, that's awesome. I would totally go there so long as there are drinks. I don't really care what it looks like. Right? It'll be like stepping into an old movie or something. Sounds like you're just making this place for yourself. Maybe a little, yeah. So when do you expect this place to be up and running? So hopefully. We just need to do renovation. I need to hire someone to manage the place. I think I have that part figured out pretty soon. I've got someone in mind. Oh yeah? Is it me? Yeah, you'll meet him as soon as he accepts the job offer. Is it me? You're pretty confident. Well, I have a good feeling about it. By the way, if you're not doing anything after this, would you care to join me for dinner? It's been too long since we really sat down and talked, especially considering all you've been through. Oh my goodness. Alright, maybe another time then. Can I drive you home? Sure, that'd be great. I'm sorry. A short while later, Grayson pulls up to the curb near your apartment and the two of you step onto the sidewalk. This is me. See you tomorrow, Grayson, unless you want to come inside. Yeah, see you. Boom! An explosion ripples out from a jewelry store across the street. Riley, get down! Grayson pulls you behind the car as shadows of glass fly through the air. Oh my God, what was that? Peek out over the edge of the car and see masked figures stepping through the smoke billowing out of the destroyed storefront. Damn, the whole neighborhood must have heard that. The cost of beer, and he said, "Come on, boss." You feel anger surge through you as you spot the man leading the jewel thieves. No, I don't believe it. Is that the guy who robbed the gala? Yep, that's him. The man calmly pulls off his mask, chomps down the cigar, and lights it. What's the rush? The cops aren't much of a threat anymore. You clap a hand over your face as the man's face transforms before your eyes. Well, at least not to me. What the hell? What just happened? I thought I was the only one affected by the prison gate. Watches the thieves climb into the black van and take off. A few moments later, squad cars pull up, sirens blaring. Damn it, we're too late. You two, did you see anything? Yeah, we saw them. It was the same guys who robbed the gala last Friday. Only one of them was fit different, his face. What? Did he get a makeover or something? Spit it out! Damn, you need to calm. It's a total waste of time. I need to stop them. Grayson, I really have to run, but I'll be right back, okay? Where are you going? Bathroom? Oh, change of music though. You dash across the street and duck into a clothing store, switch on your earpiece. Testing, is this thing on? Yes? Everything okay, Riley? Dax, remember how I promised I'd stay out of trouble? Yeah? Well, I'm gonna have to break that promise. You got some clothes off the racks and sprint to the dressing room. You tie a makeshift mask around your head and point your wristband towards the fitting room mirror. Oh, how do I look? Like someone who's making a huge mistake. But also surprisingly trendy. I'll take it now. I've got some bad guys to catch. Saw some money on the store counter, dashed outside and fly out to the roof of the building, scan the streets below for the van. Gotcha! Off we go! You leap off the rooftop and streak towards the van, catching up to it in a matter of seconds. Time for a little payback. Careful, Riley! As you draw level with the van, the goon in the passenger seat rolls down the window and aims a submachine gun at you. Say goodnight, freak! Can't watch! You spiral over just to see overspired the bullets whizzing past you. That was close. You rip the gun out of the man's hand just as the van's side door slides open. So I guess I'm not the only one after all. You can say that again. Nah, I think I'm done talking. Before you can get your guard up, the man wobbles you with the stone fist the size of a V8 engine, spiking you first into the pavement, speeding by below. Ugh. You lie in a crumpled heap in the middle of the street, staring blaringly after the van receding in the distance. That didn't go exactly as planned. Well, that's it for chapter 3. So we need a better disguise. Like, who cannot recognize him in that getup? I mean, logically, there is no logic in this type of situation, but still. Anyways, so this was an interesting chapter. So yeah, we finally came across the bad guy who turned into our new villain. And unfortunately, we weren't able to stop him, but next time we will. I'm determined. So I'll see you guys next week for the next chapter of Heroes. Stay frosty. Bye-bye.